The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Garrison. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
18 Cardinal, 18, Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the gun on 3rd down. Garrison. Complete. Jefferson the target. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Niners at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
60 minutes. Come on. 19, charge. Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
They'll look to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Cougar 19. Ready.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. Garrison. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Garrison. And that's going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. A solid stiff arm. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The first down carry here for Johnson. Down the left sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Hold it ready.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's on his way. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
70 Rangers, 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Garrison. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 10. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Here we go, Shaq. Cook, Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw. Garrison. This is Smith to the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, Shaq. 70 Lions. Viking 18.
Looking to throw. Garrison. This one caught by Kittle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Cougar 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners get a bit closer. extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
49ers 17.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Running left is Walker.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
55 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Hyatt there to grab it. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Got it. Ready?
Up the middle, here's Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now.
Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Let's go.
A pitch comes to Walker.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That one out wide and intercepted.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Back to throw.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. Finding room at midfield.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A short throw there pulled in by all. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. He's got a man. Downfield is Horton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Walker with another carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. That's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here we go.
But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Garrison. Quick as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ready.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Ready.
Back to throw. Garrison. He finds his man, complete. It's McCarthy. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Come on, set. Ready,
Again, he'll drop to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Sutton. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Garrison. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Mustang 19. 18, Rattler, 18.
Back to throw. Garrison. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devontae Smith. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42. 49ers 24.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 20. 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now a first carry here for the running back. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. 3/4 in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive first and 10 in the fourth quarter. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Garrison. And that'll be incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
From the gun on third down, Garrison. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Get it. Cowboys, go!
Back to throw again. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bush. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Garrison. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed them one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Garrison. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Mustang 19. Bronco 80.
Looking to throw. Garrison. And he is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Smith catches left side. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
Come on. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? That gain on third down, good for 28.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Green 19, that's not. Right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go. Green 19, that's right. Right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading